We all have that dream trip we've been wishing we could go on. But too often, life, or usually price, gets in the way. That's why Priceline is here to help you turn your dream trip into reality. With up to 60% off hotels and up to 50% off flights, you can book everything you need for your next adventure. Don't just dream about that next trip. Book it with Priceline. Download the Priceline app or visit Priceline.com and book your next trip today.
Go to your happy price, Priceline.
With Venmo Stash, a toggle on one hand and ordering a ride in the other means you're stacking cash back. With Venmo Stash, get up to 5% cash back when you pick a bundle of your favorite brands. Earn more cash when you do more with Stash. Venmo Stash terms and exclusions apply. Max $100 cash back per month. See terms at venmo.me/stash terms.
Welcome to Sephora. I'm looking for a perfume that's not too perfumey.
I got you.
Serum moisturizer or moisturizer serum.
Let's get into layering.
My concealer is making me look worse.
Sounds like the wrong shade. Let's get you matched.
There's only one store that really gets what you're going for. Get beauty from people who get beauty. Only at Sephora.
Hi,
Let's get you a basket.
Dearest gentle readers, it is time for season
4.
4.
Yeah.
Of
If you
Bridgerton.
count Queen Charlotte 5, but it's 4.
I don't want to count Queen Charlotte because Queen Charlotte is in a category of all her own.
Yes, and I can't even say because I did watch the whole season. We said we were just going to do one episode, and I just couldn't get enough. So I did watch the whole first half of the season. It was only half of the season because we're getting the next half at the end of February. So, but I did watch it all, and yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that.
Oh my God, you're worrying me.
It's not a worry thing. It's just a lot of because like in Bridgerton universe, because she has to be on as the queen all the time, we don't see a lot of her vulnerability, and you see it more in this season as an adult.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, I have so much respect for these actors who had to do so much of this in a mask because I'm realizing how annoying this is.
Yeah, but they also had people that probably the masks are made for their face. Unlike that's a mask that's made for the masses. So
Yeah, I don't have the cheeks or the eyes for this.
first of all, I'm excited that I finally got you on board because once you were on
Live.
then you couldn't get off.
No, and I will say though, I do regret not being able to watch Queen Charlotte with you like live because like it meant so much to me. And then once I was on the Bridgerton game, then we had a seat last season, which like fell lackluster. And so like, you know, it felt like there was this big swell of anticipation of I'm finally a Bridgerton girl. And it kind of fell flat.
Yeah.
But I am fucking back. I'm in the Tond. I'm under the wisteria and like I'm fucking here for it.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really excited to talk about once you watch the whole thing, us just to talk about it, even if I don't know if we do it on the podcast or off the podcast, but I'm excited for us just to talk about what has made it to the airwaves of Netflix.
I am so excited. If you're watching the video version, you can see we dressed up for the occasion.
Mm-hmm. I wore my outfit that I wore when I went to an actual Bridgerton ball.
Which is why I had to pull out the full-on masquerade mask because I knew that she was going to show out. Your hair looks cute like this too.
Thank you.
And like I said, I don't have the face for it. Also, that looks like a booger. That's part of the mask. I will be adjusting as time goes.
I want to see if this actually makes it the whole episode.
I don't. I'm already
as
annoyed.
someone, you change your hairstyle like 5 times
I
during
know.
episodes as it is, so I don't know if this mask is going to stay on, and that's fine.
But you have it for right now.
Yeah.
So we are going to be discussing, and then, like Melissa teased, next week, we're just going to discuss the entire rest of the episodes that came out.
Yeah.
I haven't watched them yet, but that's what we're going to do, okay? So, like, you're going to get the first episode, breaking down that today, and then stay tuned for next week because we're getting it all.
So we start at the Bridgerton home, And Violet's staff is busy getting the home ready. For what? We don't quite know yet.
Am I wrong in thinking that this seems like way too many staff?
They're preparing for what we're going to talk about.
Oh, the entire time I kept being like,
No,
is this all
she's
the
testing recipes and stuff.
oh my God, that makes way more fucking
Yeah.
sense. I was like, damn,
Mhm.
all the time?
But it seems like she keeps them on. It seems like their money is right now.
Yeah, their money is extensive.
Mm-hmm. And then Eloise returns with Francesca and John Sterling. And I was like, where's Michaela? They made such a entrance of her at the end of season 3. Where is she?
And fans are so mad about it. So I'm like, are you just lulling them into comfort that like, oh, this has been avoided, and then you're just gonna just chuck them to the wolves, which Melissa's nodding, so I'm assuming that's what happens. False sense of security.
Penelope and Colin are with their new little baby.
New little ginger. I love a ginger baby.
You've got
both
ginger
niece and
babies
nephew,
in
ginger.
in your fam. And then Penelope and Eloise are all huggy, and I honestly liked it better when they were fighting.
Yeah. Vibe-wise.
Yeah. And then one of the main lady that is I don't know what her name is, but the woman that's in charge of the home.
Yes.
That lady, she announces that Anthony and Kate also had a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Hyacinth is ready to get in the streets.
The way that when they said that, I said, no, I'm actually not ready for that. If I swear to God, if she has a sex scene this season, I don't know what I'm going to do.
No. I don't think that's happening.
But they were like, she's ready to make her date. And I was like, no, I'm actually not ready for that. That's a child.
Literally, when the show started, she was a child. And I saw somebody do like a side-by-side picture because she always is like pouting and stuff. And they did one from when the show first started. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how much she had grown.
Well,
but you've got more of a because it has been.
It just happened.
Yeah, for you, it just happened. But for me, it was 6 years ago.
Like, you can't cast 30-year-olds to play like late teens, early 20s, and then just have like an actual kid play the same fucking kid and then be like, now she's playing the same age as they were, then they were fucking and sucking. And I said, but they were fucking and sucking at 30, but I knew they were 30.
It just, and you can, since it's been 6 years, you can see it. And I say that as someone who is well into their 30s, you can see it.
Yeah, that's why she wants to be a spinster.
Yeah. Like,
she's like, I'm tired. And I'm like, get it, girl.
Yeah, but she's supposed to be like, what, 20?
Yeah.
Then Violet asks Footman John where Benedict is.
And where is he? With the whores, of course.
Of course. He's at his whore house. I put sex house in my
his
notes.
Personal whore house.
He's in the room with a woman and then open the curtain. Surprise, there's another woman on the chaise.
And we get the first butt of the season.
First butt of the season.
We get a first little shot of that tiny, pale little booty. And I said, I out loud said, this is going to be a good season. You're showing me ass? You're showing me ass in the intro. We haven't even done the
Bridgerton tree.
No. And now I know where this is going.
Yeah.
Straight to Pound Town.
Oh, yeah. Then we're back at the Bridgerton home. Benedict has cleaned up and he's going over the accounting. And Violet is so disappointed in him and his sexcapades. She tells him he needs to join society. And I'm like, you're 40.
I also love when she was like, what if they were to fall pregnant? And like, he said it in, the Regency way, which was essentially him saying like,
I pulled out.
I pulled out and I'm fucking him in the ass. And I'm like, okay. Because he goes, don't worry, it's not. And she's like, oh gosh.
And then we're at the palace with Queen Charlotte and Lady Danbury, and they're waiting for someone. We don't know who yet. And Lady Danbury asks the Queen if she will attend the masquerade ball that Violet is throwing. And the Queen is disappointed that Lady Danbury isn't hosting it because she usually hosts the first one of the season. And that is setting us up for the arc of this season for them.
Yeah. I almost cried.
I know. Because I thought of them as girls.
Yes. If anyone hasn't seen Queen Charlotte, like, I think that I've only watched the first episode of this, but I think it's like instrumental in the history
Yes.
for this season. Usually it's
very
more
instrumental.
standalone, but like it's their nuances.
Yeah, then Penelope arrives, so that's who they were waiting on. And Queen Charlotte is such a fangirl in this moment.
I'm like, okay, Club Chalamet, simmer down. I was loving it. And also, I do have to call out, these feel like the least Regency outfits of any season, but titties were popping and everybody looked really good.
Everybody looks great, and I feel, fashion changes. We're in the later part of the Regency.
Sure.
It's been at least it's been longer than that because we've had babies born. So it's been a minute. Like, even from last season to now, a whole baby was born. 2 babies were born. Actually, a lot of babies, because all of Penelope's sisters had babies at the end of last season, too.
So then did they immediately get pregnant, right?
I think she was already pregnant, to be honest, because they were fucking before.
They were.
They got married.
Fucking and sucking.
Yeah. The queen wants to hear the gossip, and Penelope is so nervous. And the queen's like, tell me what's going on. And Penelope starts going, and the queen stops her. She's like, that is not how Lady Whistledown starts.
No, not like that.
No, she goes, and she doesn't, because the thing is, what we're hearing is a voice that's in Penelope's head, so we're not hearing it the way Penelope would actually say it. And she's just like, dearest gentle Rita, and the queen gets so giddy.
She's like, my show is on. My favorite show is on. I am seeing I'm watching a podcast live. Like, she was just loving it.
Then we're going into a montage of people preparing for the ball that Violet is throwing. It's going to be a masquerade ball. And I really like this setting up for it. Then Colin comes in and rails Penelope, as they do.
The way that they have so much time for sex. Like, I understand that they are rich. I understand that they are wealthy. But, like, we went from you having, like, 7 people in here doing your hair and getting you dressed to
and
then just be like, so sorry,
out.
I actually got to get fucked by my husband real quick. And they're like, okay, we'll wait outside. Got to start all over. Like, it's just like, what?
I'd be so mad if I work for her.
I would be like, can we schedule it?
Because honestly, when they were, even before they moved into the home, when they were sleeping in those 2 beds separate, but they were still fucking.
Well, I'm just like, okay, could we not coordinate this a little bit better? Like, just let me know that you're
No, he was like, I need her now.
It's gotta be the middle of we're doing something.
Those titties.
The way I'm
now.
just like, oh my, I would be like, can we not have a Google calendar, like, of the staff? Like, it's just, they're having to start all over. And I'm like, oh my God, what if she wants another bath? Like, it's just, and also,
I hope she had another bath.
Me too. But also, Violet is so stressed about time. And I go, and you're going to be fucking under her roof like that? Rude. Absolutely rude.
And then we're at Will and Alice's, and they're having sex too. Another ass shot. That beautiful brown ass.
He is
so hot.
My God. The way that as soon as they came on screen, I said, thank God. Because every season, the one thing I'm missing is more of them.
Yes.
They've got fantastic chemistry. He's gorgeous.
I would love a spinoff of just him.
Me too. The second that he appeared for the first time, I said, who is that? Like, he can act. He's got a bajillion kilowatt smile, the chemistry, and he's very, very nice to look at.
Yes. That night, Benedict goes to another one of his sex parties, and a man named Louis comes up and rubs his ass. And Benedict's like, no, I have to go. And Louis like, I can be fast. Don't worry.
Like, we got so much horn doggery in the first 15 minutes of this that I'm wondering if this is going to rival heated rivalry based on the rest of the season.
Experience a membership that backs your business journey with American Express Business Platinum. When you pay with membership rewards points for all or part of an eligible flight booked with a qualifying airline through Amex Travel, you can get 35% of those points back, up to 1 million points back per calendar year. American Express Business Platinum. There's nothing like it. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-platinum.
We heard you. 9 years of Bring Back the Snack Wrap, and you've won. But maybe you should have asked for more. Say hello to the Hot Honey Snack Wrap. Now you've really won. Go to McDonald's and get it while you can.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. Listening to this podcast? Smart move. Being financially savvy? Smart move. Another smart move? Having State Farm help you create a competitive price when you choose to bundle home and auto. Bundling, just another way to save with the personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Back at the house, the Bridgerton staff is also getting prepped. All of our main folks are like getting ready, putting on their mask, and then we land on a new face.
Yes. I have to say, though, as they're preparing, this is the first time, and this gets massive points for me. This is the first time that I have wanted to eat the food on Bridgerton.
The food looked really good.
It was beautiful.
Before,
no, I had no I was like,
no.
meh. Like, whatever. This, the way they all of it, I said, suddenly I would actually like to have tea there. Something I would like, a little snack. Like, and what's my favorite thing? Like, I obviously love, like, fashion montages. Food montages are, like, my favorite. And I just thought they did such a good job with that and, like, setting it just made everything feel more decadent and, like, opulent this season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, then that lady that we saw for the first time, her carriage person says to conceal herself behind people when she's going in and to be out by midnight because that's when the masks are being taken off, which we learned when Lady Danbury was talking to Queen Charlotte.
Which this also feels like the first time that we are starting a season like in the middle of a story, which I like because
I do too.
It can just get a little bit stale if it's the same formula, swapping out different people. Yeah. So this was such a great character introduction. We're just thrown into it. And like we have the same impression that Benedict has, which I think is fun.
Yes. As soon as all this was set up, I was like, oh, this is going to be a Cinderella story.
And as a Cinderella story stan, I could not be more thrilled.
Yes. So she gets out, goes inside. Footman John, which he's getting a lot more. I know he's been in other seasons, but he's getting a lot more shine in this one. Takes her dance card. A few family members are there looking. There's also a new family there.
Yep.
Lady Danbury tells Violet that she's looking forward to stepping back. And they also realize that Benedict is missing.
Yeah.
Lady Danbury's fine-ass brother comes in.
The way...
He's also, like, his smile, too.
Oh, my God. No, with the mask on, I immediately was like, who? And then he smiled, and I said, there he is. And Mott's literally, from the beginning, goes, I hope Violet's guy's there. And I was like, who? And he goes, Violet's guy. And I was like, oh, yeah. And I was like, where is he? He smiles. I melt. My God.
Yes.
Like, suddenly I want to see that. I want to see, I would like to see the elders fucking and sucking.
And then Lady Danbury's like, who are you dressed like? Because their costumes are very similar.
Yes.
And he goes, Zeus. Who are you, Hera? And she said, no, I'm Zeus.
I'm Zeus. I rule this. You're at my party.
Right. He's so smitten with Violet, and she is
flustered,
looking at him like, I gotta get this garden water.
Yes, this garden is parched.
Gotta get it hoed or whatever she said.
Raked,
before.
mowed, hoed, railed.
Then Queen Charlotte arrives. She tells Brimsley to bring Penelope to her because she's got it. She needs the goss.
Yeah, no, she has. It's like Dumois in her ear. She goes, I found out who Dumois is, and I actually need you to be with me all the time. You're my plus one.
She wants, instead of this year, how she usually has a diamond of the season, she tells Penelope that she wants a leading suitor because she's just tired of the debutantes. They're boring her.
Yep.
Benedict finally arrives, and I'm like, I know you smell like Louis and liquor. And then Violet immediately goes, you smell like gin.
And tell me why he is dressed as Zorro when Zorro was not out yet. I go, what's Zorro doing here? Also, just to circle, it is very hilarious to me to have characters who are depicted at a point in history dressing up as other historical references. Yes. The pirate thing with Penelope and Colin, I was like, that's weird to me. Like, why are you pirates? Like, is the Regency era very into, like, pirates?
I mean, Penelope reads a lot of books about fantasy stuff. That's how she knew. Unlike the other girl, she knew that she could have an orgasm.
Oh, that's true.
And so they probably are doing freaky, kinky stuff.
Yeah, they're doing
dressing
weird,
like this just came out of their closet.
old school fanfic. They're doing old school real life role play fanfic.
Yes,
you're right. And then Eloise dressed up as Joan of Arc.
Yes,
and I wanted to be like, girl, like you're not as you might be a spinster, but have we ever considered maybe making out with a girl? Have we maybe ever considered that?
I think she's asexual.
I think that the whole thing of like her being like, it just hasn't happened for me yet. And it's coming from a place of like, not that I'm like not entirely interested in it, because I think she could be asexual too. But part of me, I'm like, if you're trying everything and you've done your best, kiss a girl. At least don't leave stone left unturned.
At least like, be a little more interesting.
You've given these men all these chances. Mm-hmm. Like, give a girl one chance. And if not, never again, like, for sure. But like, I just feel like, we've got another option in the bag. I'm waiting for Violet to be like, can you kiss a girl? Like, go for that.
Then the new family that we saw, we learned that that's Lady Penwood. She goes over to Violet. We learned that both her husbands are dead. And I'm like, what's going over here, girl?
And she doesn't seem to care. And she also doesn't seem to like Violet very much.
No, it's just about her place in society.
And I have to say, as soon as she came on screen, I said, I know this broad. She has a face that I know deeply. And I was staring at her, getting up close to the screen. And I was like, I know who this is.
Who do you know?
That is Cho Chang.
Oh.
I was like, holy fuck. But the reason why my brain wouldn't let me figure it out immediately is age-wise, that makes no sense. Like, fundamentally, Mats was like, and I was like, she's like 38. And I'm like, she's closer to Nicola Coughlin's age.
Yeah, as she is. But 38 would make sense for the age of daughters that she has. That does make sense.
We were saying, like, okay, it's just not in the traditional casting.
Yeah, it's just because Nicola and the gal that played Eloise should not be the ages. They should have hired younger. I love them. What I mean is I love them in this role. They are just too old to be playing the roles that they're playing.
Well, and I'm also fine if you want to age everybody up. It just does get a little confusing if you then aren't consistent with it.
Yes.
Like, then age everybody, like, not the characters, the actors, like scale-wise, it makes more sense.
Yeah.
But I like could not wrap because I was like, I know this face to a level of like, not that I've seen this person in one thing. Like, this face is ingrained in my brain. It's motherfucking Cho Chang. Looking gorgeous as always.
And then she introduces her daughters, Rosamund Lee and Posey. She asks if Benedict will take a wife this season. And you can tell that she's setting her sights on one of her girls being with Benedict. And she also basically tells her girls that reformed hoes make the best husbands.
No, I have the quote. Because I loved it. She said, reformed rakes make the best husbands. And out loud, I said, yeah! And Mom turns around and he goes, excuse me? And I go, I've said it before.
Yeah, you have said it.
I've said it on our fucking podcast.
I didn't know if you would bring it up, but you have said it. I
have said it many a time. Like, that is, and always has been, my type. Like, and I cannot recommend it enough to people. Everyone's like, I want, well, certain things I won't say that I've said before. I want the guy who, like, I want the nerd who doesn't know he's hot. No. You don't, because you don't want a man who has felt like he has been wronged by the world and wronged by women, and to then be like, I deserve this. You want a boy, you want a guy who had options. Options.
Yeah.
Beam through it. Run through.
In this moment, because rake has been used a lot to describe Benedict, and I'm like, when did rake turn into hoe? When did we switch garden tools for the same thing?
Great motherfucking point. Never realized that. And I'm waiting. When does someone become a plow?
Yeah.
Or a plowee? A plower?
A plower would be Colin.
Facts. In that fucking pirate outfit. Can we talk about the fact that who installed wall-to-wall carpet for this ball? Did you notice that?
No, I didn't.
There was wall-to-wall carpet. Edge to edge.
The staff was busy.
I'm sorry. Silent dancing? Very weird. Very, very, very weird. Very, very, very fucking weird. And I also do have to say, I really would love if we could get into the historical, what they were using back in this day as Botox, because like, you know, we can see the difference. And I would just like love to know. Like, I would love if they like actually made a storyline, like someone going to get their potions and lotions.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah. Or some staples in the head.
This episode is brought to you by Peloton. Introducing the new Peloton Cross Training Series, powered by Peloton IQ. Enjoy weekly workout plans tailored to your goals with personalized guidance. With weight suggestions to help you discover new strength and rep tracking so you never lose count. Try the new Cross Training Series, powered by Peloton IQ. Designed for your breakthroughs. Terms apply.
When you want your spring break to feel like... and your kids' pool day to feel like... and your hotel bed to feel like... ooh, and room service to feel like... because at Hilton, hospitality feels like...
Your cabana's ready. Would you like fresh towels?
it matters where you stay. Book now at Hilton.com. Hilton, for the stay.
The world moves fast. Your workday, even faster. Pitching products, drafting reports, analyzing data. Microsoft 365 Copilot is your AI assistant for work. Built into Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and other Microsoft 365 apps you use. Helping you quickly write, analyze, create, and summarize. So you can cut through clutter and clear a path to your best work. Learn more at Microsoft.com/M365 Copilot.
Penelope is hanging out, listen to some gossip, per usual, as she does. What I'm thinking at this point is, do they not know that this is Penelope?
Mott's had to remind me.
Even though she has on a mask, they don't know?
Wait, that's why they were... because I kept being like, wait. I told Mott, I was like, wait.
They all know.
Yeah, he was like, remember they did that whole thing at the end of last season? I was like, wait, so then why are they talking about it in front of her? And I didn't even clock. You're right. It's because they're like, the masks. We don't even know it's her. You recognize those titties anywhere.
Brimley literally walks, when the queen asks for her, he walks straight
goes,
to
"Hey,
her.
girl."
Yeah.
That's such a good point. I love it. You know, I just think they all love gossip as much. And they're just like hiding behind the idea of like, we didn't know it was her.
They want to be
it.
written about.
It's like I loved when Dumois posted something that I sent. I said, it makes me feel good.
Then John Sterling tells Francesca they should stay for the season. He also brings up, hey, so you and Michaela, you really kept your distance from each other while we were back at the house. And Francesca is looking like, ooh, okay.
Tight-lipped.
Yep. And if you read the books, I'm not going to tell you. And I didn't want to find this information out, but I found it out on accident. But if you read the books.
Yeah. This is the moment where I turned to Mats and I said, do you think this is the swinging season?
I mean, it's Benedict's season. That is. Yeah.
I was like, I'm sorry, that we've got dick and cock and balls and boobs and pussy all in ones. I think we've reached the swinging season. It's the season to swing.
Yes.
Dearest gentle readers, the season is a swing, as are the couples.
Then all the ladies are trying to get Benedict's attention, but he's into the new face that he saw earlier.
The manic pixie dream girl who's staring at the chandelier. In her defense, it's a gorgeous chandelier.
It is. Very opulent. It's quite large, too.
Mm-hmm.
And then a fella comes up and asks her for a dance, and she says that she's misplaced her dance card. But what she's really doing is put her hand behind her back and slipped it into her glove.
Mm-hmm.
Benedict sees this, and he is even more intrigued. And then he steals another dance card from Footman John. There's too many Johns, so I have to keep clarifying which John I'm talking about.
This is why I think it's fine if people want to name their children Apple. Like, I think, like, there's too many names that are too similar, or everybody has the same name. And at that point, like, you're not getting mail for Apple Martin. Like, there's only one person. You're not getting that mixed up at UPS.
Yeah. So Footman John, he steals one from Footman John, and then it's like, oh, I found it. Rescues her. But I'm like, how did you know that she would prefer to be with you than with him? That is confidence.
And that is sexy.
Mm-hmm. She asked him why he rescued her. She was handling it on her own, which she was.
Mm-hmm.
And he just was like, basically, I like your vibe. And she tells him, I'm not looking for a husband. And that is right up Benedict's alley because he is not looking for a wife.
That is, you just told not even a reformed rake, you just told the current rake, I'm not looking for anything serious. And he said, you're not. Ooh. Have I got some things in my pants for you?
She asked him, or he asked her to dance, and she's like, I cannot dance.
And he's like, where is this crazy lady from? You're like nothing of the girls I've seen before.
Oh, and then he's like, is that part of the character that you're dressed up as for this ball? But he's fine with it. He's trying to avoid his mother. She's also clearly trying to avoid someone else.
Yeah, and Mott's pointed out, he was like, her mask is like low-key crazy ugly, like it's too big. And I was like, no, it's the only actual believable thing that they have done to conceal her identity. Because I was like, famously in a Cinderella story, she's wearing something smaller than this. And he was like, I had no idea it was you. But I was like, at least they picked a believable, because it covers half of her face.
Yes.
And like, it doesn't show the shape of her face. Like, it's enough that I'm like, this is a decent disguise. And his is a tiny fucking Zorro mask. So she obviously even... She figured out, like knows who he is, but that he will not be able to recognize her.
Perfect setup.
And the rest of the people won't be able to recognize her.
Yes.
Which makes more sense.
All the ladies notice that Benedict and this mystery woman have gotten on the terrace. All the ladies are so into him, though. And then the queen clocks it, too. And she's like, that's my guy. That is who I want to be my gentleman of the season.
Yeah. She loves a work in progress.
Then we're with Eloise. She sees Hyacinth while Usher's DJ's Got Us Falling in Love Again is playing.
I literally wrote down that the first notice of the song. And I was like, because baby tonight, DJ got us. I love that. Like, I love that we don't like start with like a, Chopin. Like, I love that we don't start with like, we're easing you in. Like, no, Usher. That is what you do for the opening night.
Yes.
Give me the Usher.
Oh, she then goes and mothers Hyacinth and it's like, bitch, go to bed. Go upstairs. You are a child.
You want to dance with... By the way, is no one going to describe to Hyacinth, like, some of these quote-unquote eligible suitors are old men. These are not, like, young, hot boys who are 16. Do you want... Let me tell you about who Lady Danbury had to be fucking.
Right. Ugh.
That man didn't even have teeth.
Yes, and as she sends Hyacinth upstairs, they just miss that Violet and Lord Anderson
sneaking in the shadows.
Having a little moment. Then the Montrets want to go present themselves to the queen, but she ignores him because she's too into looking at Benedict. The queen wants her and Lady Danbury to enjoy themselves now that they have figured out who their project is for this season. And then this is when Lady Danbury tells the queen she wants to contribute less to society and she wants to leave at the end of this season. And then what happens, Megan?
She says what any best friend would say. No.
Bitch, what?
She just goes, no.
No.
And I was like...
And then turns her head.
Yeah, it's very relatable. Understandable. That's like if you were like, hey, I'm moving to Arkansas. I'd be like, no. No. That's actually... You're not. It's not happening.
Then the Mr. Gal and Benedict enjoy their time outside. He's relieved that she's not like the other ladies. And she says she's just there to enjoy herself, not get noticed. She feels out of place. She had no clue who he was, but then as he says who he is, she's like, oh, you're that dude I read about in the gossip column. You're exactly...
Oh, I know you. You're that whore.
That whore. You're exactly as Lady Whistledown has described you. So on Days of Our Lives, there's also a gossip column, and the fella that runs it goes by Lady Whistleblower because of Bridgerton.
That's so funny.
And wait, so I keep wanting to say that. And he asks who she is. They have this little tete-a-tete cat and mouse game. And he tells her that he also feels like an imposter. He gives her a little dance lesson. They get close. She said that she's closing her eyes so that she can remember this moment when she's going through dark times. There's also a point where he's talking about how he doesn't like how all the ladies are basically throwing themselves at him. And she's like, that's how they were conditioned. You can't talk down on them because of how society has raised them.
Yeah, like, do you think they want to be doing this?
Mhm.
Like, this, like, you have this, like, disdain for, you know, your role in this whole thing as if, like, because, like, you don't really get a choice. And, like, do you think that these women also don't have a choice and, like, they have
Mhm.
much less agency than you do? And he was like,
Mhm.
oh, actually never thought about it before.
Right. And you can see he really takes it with him.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to call her tomorrow, but she doesn't want to give any details for who he is. They have like a very charged moment. I really felt their chemistry.
Oh my God. It brought me back to season 2. I said, casting, you did it.
You did it
done
again.
the fucking thing again because, like, it's palpable. And
Yeah, I felt uncomfortable.
no, I felt, should I leave you two alone? I was like, are they
Right.
going to fuck right here? I said, I literally said, we're getting Gazebo episode 1.
Right.
We got Rainy Gazebo where Anthony and Kate were
He
licking and flicking.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, we're getting that on. So I was nervous. I was nervous that the
I was like,
the panties were
somebody's
coming off.
Somebody's catching them
Yeah.
night one. But he leans forward, kisses her cheek, and then he removes her glove and kisses her hand. It's really
Like, so slowly. I was like, oh.
He was inhaling. You
No,
could
he was
hear.
I was like, he's sniffing her.
Yes. He's like,
Okay.
I need her scent so I can
can't
find her later.
Someone needs to study the sperm of these fucking Bridgerton men, that they are so horny despite he's had sex at least 4 times that day already.
Yeah.
With different women.
And men.
And I'm like, and you're still this horny that you're sniffing a stranger's
Yes.
hand. Oh my God. Rake is not a strong enough word.
No.
Oh my God.
He's then kissing her hand. The bell rings. Ding. Midnight. She's like, what does that mean? He said, it's midnight. It's time to take off your mask. She said, I got to bounce.
D2G.
He asked her, please don't go. And she pauses. And then she turns around and plants a big old kiss on them lips.
And he was shocked because, you know, these men, they can put their dick in any of the holes. The women said permanently tainted.
Mm-hmm. And he also, which I thought was sweet, but like it's something a man would say, but from him, I believe it, is he's like, you'll be fine with me. You'll be safe with me. I will not try anything.
Yeah. And because he kept trying to bring a chaperone, being like, do you want, and she's like,
no,
I don't have one of those.
Nope. Then inside, everybody's taking their mask off. And I'm like, why are we so shocked that...
Wait, the one that they fucking said, they had the goddamn character who literally went, oh my God, that's Colin Bridgerton.
Yes.
Who the fuck else did you think's face was knee deep in Nicola's titties?
Right. But they didn't know that was her. And then everybody is clamoring around them because they want to be around Lady Whistledown.
Like, shocked.
And I'm
oh my
like,
God.
What are y'all doing?
At least they could have said, oh my God, those are the Bridgertons. But instead they said, that's Colin Bridgerton. And it's so obviously Penelope. So I go, do you think that she's just letting somebody else motorboat?
They didn't know it was her.
No, but they didn't say that explicitly. So
they didn't say it explicitly, but
so
after.
Obviously, like, her mask was the one you should have given her. They should have given her the same level.
Yes,
as the
but
new
I
character.
think because her hair was down and curly, they were trying to throw people off.
Yeah, it's insane to me.
She did, because when they realized it was her, then they're all gathering around her, and they're like, they want to get to Lady Whistledown because they want to be talked about or written about. I'm like, she has been spying on y'all this whole time.
Like,
how did you not know?
Also, no wonder that 2 seasons we had to have transplants come in to wow these boys, because those girls have opened books and opened their eyes.
Yes.
Like, I'm sorry. I think if we want to increase our likelihood, granted, I guess it doesn't even work because Eloise is very well read and she's struggling to find someone. But
she doesn't want to
God,
find anybody.
But my God, the idea that I go, we are lacking on the brain.
She was pissed at Penelope because she's like, Penelope's as well read as I am, but she wants to be with my brother. She's like, I thought we were going to grow old. That was their fight. I thought we were going to grow old together.
It's very Joe from Little Women, which, okay.
Then the mystery lady bumps into Lady Penwood, and Lady Penwood tells her to watch where she's going.
She's not nice.
No. She's a bitch.
I'm like, also like, Cho Chang has the acting chops. Katie Leung. Like, I have never seen Katie Leung get anything else. And like, it is like such an obviously she's aged, but like, it's such a wildly different character that I was like, Mike, you're a big bitch. You're doing a very good job. You're very mean. You've got a very cold and beautiful face. Icy. Like an icy look.
She's playing the hell out of this part.
Yeah, she's doing a great job.
All the gals, including Rosamund. And when I heard that her name was Rosamund, I'm like, are we pronouncing Rosamund Pike's name correctly?
And I did have questions about that as well. I said, Rosamund, is this we've unlocked a new variant?
They go and introduce themselves to Penelope. Benedict then runs into Colin, and I'm like, how did y'all not see each other this whole party? All the girls have been looking at Benedict. Colin. Well, we also know Colin is not very perceptive either. So I could believe that he would get the wool pulled over his eyes.
Yeah, but all the girls, they figured out who everybody was.
Except for Penelope and Colin.
Yeah, that's fucking stupid. I can't. And I'm great. They had the least disguise. Like, that's just a pirate hat.
I just see the two of them together. I know that's Penelope and Colin.
The height difference, but also, like, who the fuck else is dressing like a pirate at this? Except for, like, your
Colin
weird,
always
horny,
dressed like a pirate
your
before.
weird, horny brother and sister-in-law.
Yeah.
Like, that's, of course, what they're wearing.
But Colin always dressed
Colin
like a
was
pilot.
Addicted with those frilly little goddamn
Remember,
shirts.
he came back from the trip and everybody was like, ooh.
Pirate. Yeah, they're like, those are some thick mutton chops, and my God, you look like you're ready for Pirates of the Caribbean. Like, okay.
Benedict is looking for the mystery lady, but she's gone. The mystery lady takes off everything. She gets back home, takes off everything, and guess what? She's a servant. She has on servant clothes. Another servant lady asked her how it was and if she enjoyed herself. And we learned that the lady's name is Sophie Beck, and she had the best night of her life.
Class dismissed.
This class again?
Don't sit in courses you've already taken. University of Phoenix accepts eligible transfer credits and has a scholarship for transfer students. Finish your degree faster.
Adobe Acrobat Studio, so brand new. Show me all the things PDFs can do. Do your work with ease and speed. PDF Spaces is all you need. Do hours of research in an instant with key insights from an AI assistant. Pick a template with a click. Now your prezzo looks super slick. Close that deal? Yeah, you won. Do that, doing that, did that, done. Now you can do that with Acrobat. Now you can do that with the all-new Acrobat. It's time to do your best work with the all-new Adobe Acrobat Studio.
With picky eaters, every meal feels like a negotiation. Smarty Pants fills common gaps with 16 nutrients, even when veggies are a no-go. With 33% more nutrients than the second leading product and brain health support, it's the #1 kids gummy multi. Grab Smarty Pants on Amazon or at Target or Walmart today. Brain health support from key nutrients. This statement has not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
This was a fucking episode. I was like, we are so back, motherfuckers. Like, we are so fucking back. Like, just the entire pacing of it, like, everything. I mean, I was like, I wanted to watch the whole thing. The only reason I didn't was Mott's quite literally turned the TV off and took my hand and made me go to bed because I was tired. But, like, I think that, like, I'm so happy that we're already getting romance and yearning from episode 1 because, like, that was my biggest complaint. It's not even my biggest complaint with, like, the last season of Bridgerton. It's my biggest complaint with, like movies and TV shows, like, in general. Like, the pacing of the relationships needs to be done in a way that, like, if I'm watching for romance, I I don't need them to spend 99% of it earning it, and then I don't get to see them enjoy it.
Yes.
Especially because of like the format of it, that they move on to other couples, which I have to say, I do feel like they are making up for it because Penelope and Colin are still there. And like, that did really feel like we had to spend so much earning it, and like she had to go through so much fucking strife, and I was like, this isn't fun. Like, your own season is supposed to be like your fun one, but now that she's like still there, I'm like, oh, okay, like we get to watch you have fun.
Right, which was kind of like what I had said when you and I were talking about it. I was like, I think the reason we didn't get it the same way is because she always has to be there.
And I think like you're right, that like her storyline had to be so Lady Whistledown, like that her story is so focused on that, and like that is complicated. Like, it's not going to be the same sort of romance as the rest of them.
Yeah,
but
and
like,
they already knew each other, and she was already in love with him too.
And it is the earning of that is like also a lot to do with like her individual care. Like, it's a lot less about Colin. It's a lot more about Penelope.
Her, yes, and also she's rich on her own. Like, has so much money from her printing job, and is able to save her family and her that one that was gonna go with that old ass man that was disgusting. Like, she saved her too. And it was also like him having to deal, because women did not earn money for themselves back. Women in high society, did not earn money for themselves, and he also had to come to terms with, my wife is richer than me.
And Colin gives stay-at-home dad energy. Like, and I'm sure he is loving that. And he goes,
now that he had to come to terms with
totally.
it, yes.
But yeah, middle child, middle boy, that's the vibe.
Yep.
The fact that all Benedict is left with is the glove.
Yes.
And I said to Moz, I said, do you think that they're going to say, if the glove does not fit, you must acquit? And Moz was like, Megan. And I was like, I'm
you know
sorry.
what I think I thought of?
What?
I was like, he's definitely going home and wrapping this glove around his dick and jerking off to it.
I love how I'm more aghast by yours, and mine is quite literally about a real murder. And I'm like, yeah, mine is more objectively more fucked up.
Yeah.
But,
so
God.
Then Lady Penwood comes home, and Sophie is serving her tea. So we learn that she works for Lady Penwood. And we also hear that Rosamund is interested in Benedict and made it sound like that he was interested in her. And Sophie is looking at her like, bitch, I know you're fucking lying.
What is it? Is it Posey or Prim is the other one?
Posey.
And Posey is becoming one of my new favorite characters because she mainly goes, Fuzzy. Right? And she's smiling at Sophie. Like, she's clearly like the sweet, very kind one. But it does be the parallels of Cinderella makes me it does make me have questions about the intricacies of this relationship with all of these women.
Penelope tells the queen that Benedict is the least likely to marry, and the queen asks Penelope if she would like to wager on that. And Penelope tries to step back, and she's like, no, I was, just saying that. I didn't mean it. And the queen is like, no. Put your money where your mouth is.
Queenie likes the slots.
Yeah,
Queenie
she's
is
like,
giving Jersey City. I love the slots energy.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, Atlantic City.
She's having so much fun this season.
She's having an absolute ball. And she looks good while doing it. That hairpiece that she wore for the ball. Oh, gorgeous.
Oh, so they have an actual bet. Penelope is scared. Terrified.
Of course. I would be afraid too. Isn't this still the era where they behead people?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's real risk here. The stakes are high.
And then Violet is surprised that Eloise enjoyed herself so much. And Eloise is like, I'm happy because I'm getting put on the shelf. And Violet's like, what the fuck do you mean by that?
That's what I asked. What the fuck does that mean?
And Eloise is like, I can just watch it. Now that I've decided I'm going to be a spinster, I can just hang out with everybody, look,
I'm enjoying
gossip,
the party.
and I don't have to talk to any dudes. I don't have to act like I care about these girls. I can just chill.
Yep.
And then this season, Eloise and Benedict have now moved to Violet. Is like, these are my problem children. I will be marrying them off.
If only they could each have a little bit of the other one's problem.
Yeah.
One of them, too far
Too
out
much.
in the streets. The other one locked in her own castle. I just need you to rub off on each other a little bit. Just a little bit. Find a happy medium.
Benedict is listening to all this. He's waiting on the stairs. Violet goes up and thanks Benedict for speaking to the debutantes. She asks if he's interested in any of the young ladies, and he denies it and respects what they're all up against. So he really did take what Sophie said to heart. And Violet thinks that he's been made a new man. And he's like, fuck that, I'm going out to have a drink. But I promise I'll be home.
Can't get your hopes up.
Right. He's like, I promise I'll be home by the time that you wake up. Then Violet, I don't know how she noticed that Hyacinth was up there spying on them.
The way you can't get shit past this woman.
No.
And I think that's why she's so secretive about her little relationship, because I think she raised a bunch of other kids who are just as perceptive as she is.
And then Hyacinth then snitches on herself and is like, oh, Eloise told you that Nope, Eloise didn't say nothing.
You are
too
too
snitch. Go back upstairs and
this
go
is how
to
I know
sleep.
you're too young for this goddamn fucking season. Too young.
And then Sophie, back at the Penwood estate, Sophie notices that she only has one glove.
Dun, dun, dun.
What a spectacular season opener.
Best first episode they've ever done. Like, easy. Easy. I felt like I was watching a movie. I felt like I was watching like the first episode of like a first season. Like, it was such a beautiful and great debut. I loved it. And like storyline, like, it made me forget about, like, I think if you're focusing on like, oh, the costumes aren't period accurate, it's because what's going on the rest of the screen with the talking and the words is it's not gripping your attention. I forgot about that from the beginning. Like, that was only the first thing I thought about when I saw them step out of a car, and then I never thought about it again because like the story is they're telling it so well, the pacing of it so well, and I feel like we're also like exploring more of the house. Well, I mean, I like, what can I say? I love room porn. Like, we're seeing more of like the house. We're seeing more of like, you know, everything. I will say, I do have
personalities. Like,
yes, and like the growth of personalities.
Because the pilot episode, everybody's just seemed so stuffy. But
Well-
now everybody's having fun. I understand why, but
Yeah.
everybody's having fun now.
I would be so curious, like, what the character of the Duke was like written like in the book, because like he is like so, and I mean even Daphne Bridgerton like is like it's relatively like not like wooden in like a like intentionally, like it's like relatively like buttoned up and like very subdued. And so I don't feel like I really got to know either of them very well.
Yeah. And then they were gone.
And then they never
everybody
came
else
back.
we've known the whole time.
Yeah.
Except for Francesca, who came back. But everybody else, we've known them.
And they kept the character, like the roles that are much more of like the character actors and like the character parts. So it just feels like, I don't know, exciting. Like, even Mott said, he was like, I was excited about Anthony's season because I like that character. And he was like, I was kind of like whatever about Colin, but I like Penelope. And then he was like, okay, for this, like, I'm, was kind of like whatever about Benedict, but like, I'm worried. And he said, like, is he going to end up leaving then? Like, because then I'm like, Eloise, they can't ever do her season because she's his favorite character. And he was like, well, now I don't want them to have an Eloise season because that, but it's nice that they haven't. It feels like there's less abandoning of these roles, and we're getting to like see them grow more, which I love. But I do have one, like, a technicality question. I wish I could like interview a party planner from this era. Where are they sourcing these flowers? And how
they
are
grow
they
them?
Do you think they grow all of them on location? Because I'm like, how would you transport
grow them and then they any extra, because they have that big flower. Like, that's how Daddy Bridgerton got stung by the bees, and that's over where
I laughed.
The gazebo was and eaten
I can't
out.
believe they fucked there. Right where
I can't
where your
believe
dad
that they
died.
had just been riding horses and he ate her out. That
Muddy.
is what I am.
No, that's a man who loves pussy. That if they
It's like
ever wanted to make
tangy.
it, he says I like it with a little stank. I like it marinated a little bit. I love men like that. I love those men.
Yeah, I think that they would outsource them, but it would be from somewhere close-ish.
Because I'm like, you can't horse and buggy with they're gonna wilt.
Exactly.
You're right. It
Just
has to be
fast.
close.
Yeah.
I have to say though, watching any time that like it's like, oh my God, this is urgent. And then they hop in the horse and buggy. And the way if I was like stressed about rushing and I'm just sitting there and it's taking forever and I'm just bouncing up and down, I'd be like, my God, move faster.
But unless you're Penelope and Colin, because they love.
Hey, they're not trying to get there fast. They're
No,
trying to enjoy the ride.
And they like that bumpiness because
They
it
like the
adds to.
bounce.
Mhm.
Yeah, a little, little DIY.
Yeah.
I also have decided that I would hate to be in this era because, and yes, I am a Leo before I say something incredibly cocky. Everybody would love me and I would hate them all. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yes, I would be so judgmental to everybody.
Yes, like-
and I would not. I feel like that I would be. It would be like if you did mix Benedict and Eloise together, that would be how I would be. I would like look at everybody judgmentally and be like, what the fuck ever. But in the same way. Yeah.
Yeah, try. You could try and I'll have my fun. But like, this isn't going to work. Like, you're going to be so dull in these things. But like, why would I settle for this?
So, what a spectacular episode. I can't wait for you to watch more. Even if you watch it all this weekend and you're like, let's record on Monday, I would be down to do that, just so you know.
Okay. I could watch it all right now. Mott's would kill me.
I know.
But like, here's the thing. I think, because there's 4 episodes? If we get 2 episodes in, I'm going to finish the rest on my own. I don't care. Honestly, if we watch one more episode together, I might just watch the rest.
And you can watch it again with him.
No,
like, there's no.
It's the key. The key is that when we watch TV shows, he starts to fall asleep once we get to a certain point, and he always is like, no, I'm not sleeping. And usually I'll be like, I'll turn it off. I'll be like, you're falling asleep. But this time, if I just like don't move too much on the couch, and I remain quiet, and I just let it keep playing.
Just let it roll.
And then I go, I didn't know you were asleep.
Mm-hmm.
That's my plan.
Is he golfing this weekend?
I don't know. Part of me says no, but maybe I'm just thinking that because maybe he is, because he's supposed to figure out if he's going on this golf trip over Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
And that's with the guys he golfs with. So unless they have like a planned phone call, I think maybe they're talking about it at golf. I don't know. Maybe he is. He'd be like,
and so
why
I'd be
does it
like,
say watched?
No, this is what I was about to say.
Oh, yeah, help me.
Make a new account. Watch it on that account. Delete the account. And then come back.
Okay. Okay. I could, yeah, I'll switch to like a different profile.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is this? What? I'll delete it as fast as I can. The thing is, if I asked him if I could watch it, he would be like,
but the thing is, you're going to watch it again.
But he'll be sad.
When he sits down to watch it, would you not watch it again?
No, I'll watch it again immediately.
Exactly.
Immediately.
Yeah. And the cliffhanger that they leave it on, I need to talk to somebody about it, but like, Melanie hasn't watched it yet. My mom said she stopped watching it. Sonam said that she was wanting to get her tea together so she could do her own little tea party at home by herself and watch it. And I was like, whatever.
What? Okay.
She did it last season too.
That's just like a level of patience like I don't have.
No, me either.
I'm gonna.
She'll probably do it this weekend, but I was just like, come on.
Ideally, I would personally like to finish it tonight.
We are live streaming too.
I know, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Mott's also, he really loves this show. So.
Okay, maybe I'll finish it tonight.
And he liked this. He was more into season 1 than I was.
But and then the thing is that we can't. That's why I was like, if you want to record on Monday, because then we can't talk about it text about it until we talk about it on the podcast.
Melissa, if I finish it this weekend, we are recording Monday. Okay. That is just, yeah, because otherwise we have to lie on the episode.
Yes.
And I don't want to lie.
Because I need to talk. I was like, Melanie, as soon as you're done, I need to talk to somebody about this show. Nobody else. Who else watches it?
I'll watch it immediately.
Okay.
And we'll talk all about it. And I'm very excited. I cannot wait. I just know that this is going to be like a killer season.
Okay, well, that's the end of this episode. We're
excited to see where the season goes.
Yes, perfectly put. Join us next week for us talking about the rest of it.
And I stayed with the mask on this whole goddamn time.
You did. I'm very proud of you.
It is a little bit hard to take off.
And I was like, you know what? If when she takes it off, she would probably have like prints in her face. So.
Good point. Never thought about that. It's like that time on Beauty Break where there were these dick sequins and I put them all over my face. And I was like, this is so fun. And then I was taking them off and it turns out they stained my face. And I had an audition after that. And I was panicked. And I just had my face is covered in dicks.
Well, just like Benedict. All right. We'll see you on Monday for Don't Blame Me.
Bye.
Bye.
This is a Sister Sign production hosted by me, Megan Rinks.
And me, Melissa D. Montz, plus Diamond Imprint Productions.
Post-production by Coco Lorenz.
Production assistance by Melanie D. Watson.
And music by Ryan Hunter and Giacomo Picasso.
This Valentine's Day, the UPS Store certified packing experts are helping pack and ship all the ways we care. From the lovey-dovey XOXO gifts, gifts for your Galentine's gal pal, even pet gifts for doggy dearest. When you ship UPS Air at the UPS Store, your items arrive on time or your money back, guaranteed at no extra cost, exclusively at the UPS Store U.S. retail locations. Send your Valentine's on time at the UPS Store. Visit theupsstore.com/air guarantee for full details. Terms and conditions apply.